Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Sam. Sam was born with a rare genetic condition that caused him to lose his sight gradually. By the time he was 10 years old, he was completely blind. He felt angry and frustrated with his disability, and often isolated himself from others. He hated being dependent on his parents and his guide dog Max. One day his father took him to a local park where a group of runners were training for a marathon. Sam was curious about the sport and asked his father if he could join them. His father was hesitant but agreed to let him try. He introduced Sam to the coach, who was also blind. The coach welcomed Sam warmly and explained that he could run with the help of a tether, a short rope that connected him to a sighted partner. He paired Sam with one of the experienced runners and told him to follow his instructions. Sam felt nervous and excited as he put on his running shoes and tied the tether around his wrist. He listened to his partner's voice, who guided him through the park. He felt the wind on his face, the sun on his skin, and the ground beneath his feet. He felt a surge of adrenaline and joy as he ran faster and faster. He realized that he loved running and that he could do it despite his blindness. Sam decided to join the group and train for the marathon. He faced many challenges and difficulties along the way, such as injuries, fatigue, and self-doubt. He sometimes felt like giving up, but his coach, his partner, and his family encouraged him to keep going. He learned to trust his senses, his instincts, and his abilities. He also made many friends among the runners who supported him and cheered him on. After months of hard work and dedication, Sam was ready to run the marathon. He woke up early on the day of the race and put on his bib number and his headphones. He met his partner at the starting line and held the tether firmly. He heard the sound of the gun and started to run. He followed his partner's directions and listened to the music and the crowd. He felt the pain in his legs, the sweat on his forehead, and the breath in his lungs. He also felt the determination in his heart, the pride in his spirit, and the smile on his face. He ran for hours, passing by many landmarks and milestones. He heard his coach, his father, and his friends cheering for him along the way. He felt Max licking his hand at one of the water stations. He knew he was not alone and that he had a team behind him. He kept running until he reached the finish line. He heard the announcer say his name and his time. He felt his partner hug him and congratulate him. He felt a medal being placed around his neck. He had done it. He had completed a marathon. Sam realized that he had achieved something amazing, something that many people thought was impossible for a blind person. He had proven them wrong, and more importantly, he had proven himself right. He had shown that he had the power of persistence, the power to overcome any obstacle, and the power to follow his dreams. He had shown that he was not defined by his blindness, but by his vision.